So, you were in Birmingham yesterday, yeah?
I was, yes.
Went to a little meeting.
Did, yes.
And you were saying earlier that you found some very enlightening information.
Yes, Carl Lentz, you should look him up, and his talk show channels as well. He runs a radio station in America, been brought over by Bally from Coventry.
Right.
And
What was the case about?
Well, it was about one of them. He's been there for quite a few, but one of them was Bally's case, where he put his own caravan on his own land.
Okay.
And he put denial of accesses up, and the council came by, trespassed,
Yeah.
took photos, and in the photos you can see the denial of access, and then they're trying to do him for having a dwelling on his land. Now, of course, a dwelling is where someone lives.
Yes.
No one lives there. Anyway, it's been to court, it's had a few cases, and this particular one, which I think was last week, Monday I think it was, basically Carl Lentz went with him and had explained how he should deal with things. And what he did is he explained that when the judge called them in,
Right.
Bally's dad went up into the box,
Yeah.
you know, the criminal box, and the judge said, "Are you such and such?" Yeah, "Are you such and such?"
They called him a name, did he?
Yes.
Right. What did he say?
Well, his dad, who's getting on a bit, was there and he thinking, "Oh, I'm supposed to say something." And then he remembered what it was, and he says, "No, sir, I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man."
I've never heard that one before. So he's not a person, not the fictitious
Exactly.
name on the birth certificate
Yes.
that the government
Now, the
registered.
judge, to be fair, clocked onto what was going off there.
Okay.
Because when you go to court, the judge, who is
A place where games are played.
acting as a judge,
Yes.
is a legal fiction.
Right.
Everyone else in there, the prosecutor, are all fictions.
The judge will have a title.
And if you say, "I'm that name," you are just taking liability for your legal fiction. By him saying, "I'm a man,"
Yeah.
the judge, the prosecutor, everyone else in there could no longer talk to him,
Wow.
because they can only talk to fictions.
This is groundbreaking.
Well, he's doing on the 15th, he's doing a course to explain how you use all this. I can't remember if it's in Birmingham or Coventry, but it's on Get Out of Debt. And they actually got a little upset because the judge didn't talk to them. And they thought the judge was ignoring them. He wasn't ignoring them. He couldn't talk to them because he was a flesh and blood living man. And they can only talk to fictions.
So that's all he said. He just
That
says,
was it.
I'm a
I'm a
man.
man.
He didn't give any name
Nope.
or say that I'm a
Well, if you
human
give a
being.
name, you're the fiction. You can say, "Yeah, I'll accept liability for that."
You've joined her, I guess, if you give the name.
Yeah.
Well, we've been going on about this all along, haven't we,
Yeah.
about the name?
The name
causes you harm.
Yeah. And, well,
Well, this is absolutely
what
outstanding.
that also did, the judge actually turned to the prosecutor and said, "Are you sure you want to continue with this prosecution?"
Come again with that.
The judge actually turned to the prosecutor and said, "Are you sure you want to continue with this prosecution?"
Yeah. What did the judge say?
Well, the prosecutor just looked there with his head down, didn't know what to say.
What did the judge say to
The judge was basically trying to help the prosecutor because he knows the next step is the Queen's Bench. And at the Queen's Bench, fictions aren't allowed.
Not even recognised, eh?
Nope.
So basically, you're telling me and everybody else in Videoland out there that when you go into court, if you don't give the name and you just say, "I am a man," or a woman,
Yeah.
or even a child,
You're basically just saying what's
if you are
true.
a child.
I'm a man, you're a man,
I'm a
you
man,
may
yeah.
be, there may be
If you're a
women.
woman, say you're a woman.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's simple as that, because you've just stated, "I'm a man," and courts can only deal with fictions.
Let's do a bit of role play.
Okay?
I'm the judge. No, you can be the judge. No, I'll be the judge.
Well, they'll be judging
Right.
you on this.
Don't judge me, I don't judge you. For are we not all one? One consciousness, one love. So, right, can you confirm your name, sir?
I'm a man.
Did you hear that? He didn't say yes or no, he just said, "I am a man." Wow, this is real. This is brand new news. Brand new. So anyway, do you want to just fill everybody in about the case and the details again?
Well, I think I've covered it pretty much all, but like I said, he's doing a presentation on the 15th of this month, which is
Whereabout?
next week. I think it's either Birmingham or Coventry, but it's like I say, it's on Get Out of Debt Free, and now Carl actually got his son back, His son had
this is interesting.
cerebral palsy,
Right.
and the
What, was his son snatched or something, taken
yes,
away by
yeah.
SS?
For no reason whatsoever, because he asked why, and they refused to answer.
Okay.
For 5 years, he basically was living in a container, because all his money was being funneled to solicitors, and then it was after 5 years he realised that solicitors weren't going to do anything, so he started studying it himself. What he realised, and you have to forgive me if I don't get this spot on, but what he realised was that your children are not your children, they are your property.
Oh, I've not heard this one before.
The way he explained this was, he helped someone get their children back, and it was literally 2 lines of writing, and he took it into the judge. Well, the woman took it into the judge, and the judge sat down with her for a while and says, "Oh, it's all but can we just change property to children?" And the woman went, "Yes, okay, we'll change it to property." And she came back out. She told Carl what had happened, and he said, "Go and change it back to property, or I will not help you anymore." Because if you're changing it to children, it's their jurisdiction. Now, when I say property,
because there's some kind of definition between
Yes.
children and property.
Yes.
Isn't property something which you own and you can have fun with?
property is
Or
yours,
enjoy.
and you get your enjoyment and pleasure out of, and likewise your children, to you, you're their property, and they get their enjoyment and pleasure out of you. And by
But a child will become a human, which is a person, and then of
a
course.
fiction, ding ding, back to
Right.
that.
Clever use of language, my friend. Clever use of
Well, it's
language.
Carl's talking about it, and I suggest you get down and see this, because this could be the stuff that actually breaks the court system.
So, what happened when eventually he wouldn't change it to children, and he kept saying, what did he say? I want my property back.
Yes.
And what happened?
Within, I can't remember, it was 48 hours, they returned his child to him. Because it's his property,
you
and
hear
them that had took it had stolen it. And he said, "I want my property back," and the social worker, or whoever it was, and that's who stole it.
Did you hear that? He said, I want my property back, and what happened? He got his property back.
Yes.
He got his children back. Wow. That's amazing.
Very
That's
good,
amazing.
very interesting stuff.
So, a couple of things. When you go to court, whether you ask, can you confirm your name, just say, I am a man or I am a woman.
Yeah.
Right? And when they steal your children, you can
Your
go back to
property.
court. You can say, I want not my children back, but I want my property back.
Yes.
And don't let them change it.
Yes.
This is brilliant. Absolutely top stuff, mate. We're going to put this on Get Out Debt Free.
Yeah.
You bet we are. So, more good news from the guys that love you.